Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo, on LCameraTV, make sure you like, subscribe, and share with y'all cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, I was thinking about, man, what's the biggest question marks we have on our offense? So I was like, that'll be a pretty good video. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be really informative for you guys. So I'm going to break down the 3 biggest question marks that we still have on our offense. And I'm thinking about making this a series, so I might do defense and special teams. So we got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? There are some question marks that we have to address before the season starts. So let's get started. The first thing we got to address, to be honest with you, this is the most important thing, is our right tackle position. We have to extend Darrell Williams. Man, Pro Football Focus had this man rated as, I think, one of the top 3 tackles in the league last year. He played great. Especially because, you know, he played so well, Taylor Moton couldn't even get in. Taylor Moton couldn't even get no time in because he was playing so good. You know what I'm saying? And he's on his last year's rookie contract. He's getting paid, I think, $1.9 million or some crap. So we're basically getting him for a steal. All right? And I don't want another situation where a great lineman leaves our team to somebody else. We had to have him with Andrew Norwell. I don't want to have him with Darrell Williams. All right? So we need to extend Darrell Williams ASAP. Now, what I'm hearing is, it's probably gonna happen soon. Marty Hurney's like not playing around. He wants to extend him because obviously he's one of the best tackles in the league, whatever, and right tackle if anything. And he's been playing really good, so we definitely want to extend him. I did see, I think the Cowboys Zach Martin just got a deal, which might affect us. You know what I'm saying? Because you might see how much he got and want more. You know that happens a lot. So we definitely need to get this deal done ASAP. I mean, he was rugged, he's aggressive. And I ain't gonna lie, man, we got him for a steal too. He was like a 4th round pick when we drafted him. So I ain't gonna lie, man, Oklahoma has some good linemen, and we got him like in the 4th round, man. And now he's one of the best tackles in the league. I don't know if it's John Massacall or if it's the people we're drafting or what, but you know what I'm saying? It might be a mixture of the two, but every time we get these low draft picks, they tend out to be ballers. Andrew Norwell was undrafted. Darrell Williams was 4th round. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. Everybody's like, oh, man, you guys get a 1st rounder, gotta get a 1st rounder. But from what I've seen, the last 2 ballers, and Trey Turner, I think, was a 3rd rounder. So the last few linemen that we got that were ballers were all in the later rounds, man. So don't, I might be hesitant to be worrying about getting a 1st round tackle every year because from what our research showed, undrafted 4th round and 3rd round, and we got 3 Pro Bowlers from it. So I don't know, man, but that's definitely one of the biggest question marks. We need to get that done ASAP. Marty Hurney, get on your job because if he goes throughout the season and becomes a free agent, we will not be able to pay him, man. So hopefully Marty Hurney gets the deal done. And what I'm hearing is they're working on it right now, and they say it definitely will be done before the season. So that's definitely a big question mark. Hopefully he can get it done, but we'll see what happens. Second thing I'm worried about, and the second question mark I have, is who is going to be our backup quarterback. Now I know a lot of you guys ain't really worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Because Cam Newton's there. And yes, it's great to have a franchise quarterback who's dominant, you know what I'm saying, and is going to perform well. But, Cam doesn't miss a lot of games either. But on the off chance he does, which he has done. You know what I'm saying? When Derek Anderson got in, he played pretty good, man. I think he beat Tampa Bay like twice. He played, when he gets in, a lot of times he wins. I mean, I think he lost like, the times he did get in, I think he lost like 1 game. You know what I'm saying? But I think he won like 3 of them. So he's a pretty good backup. He was a pretty good backup. And now he's not our backup. Garrett Gilbert is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Garrett Gilbert's going to be trash, but I don't know what he brings to the table. They say he has a really good arm, but can he perform in game? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see in preseason and stuff like that, see if he's really good, but that's a big question mark for me, man, because on the off chance, you know how Cam Newton plays. He plays a very physical way. He runs the ball, and Nerve Turner says he wants him to stop running, but I don't see that happening, man. I think he's a running quarterback. I think he's going to utilize it, especially if they get in some trouble. Last year, they said, we're not going to run Cam, and then we was losing games, and here comes, he's running the ball like crazy. Like I told you guys, when he runs the ball more than 8 times, we win 70% of our games. When he runs it less than that, we win like 50% of our games. So I definitely think he's still going to be running the ball, and hopefully he doesn't get injured, but as he gets older, it's going to be more likely, man. So we definitely need to have a backup that's capable and that can win games. And Garrett Gilbert, I don't know if he can do that, man. I'm questionable, you know what I'm saying? And then they got like this Taylor Heineke kid, whatever. I don't know, man. These guys are anomalies to me. Only thing we can really see their performance is through, like, you know what I'm saying, preseason. But even that, they're going against like backups, man. You know, during the regular game, you're going against the number one, the starters, man. You're going against the number one defense, not the number two. So that's a question mark for me. I don't know how that's gonna pan out. I think Garrett Gilbert, from what Ron Rivera said, is in the lead. But I don't know, man. Training camp is a whole different monster, like I've said before. When they put them pads on, he might not play as good. You know what I'm saying? His vision might be blocked. Who knows, man? So for me, backup quarterback is a big question mark. But I just hope that Cam Newton doesn't get injured, and he usually doesn't get injured. But I'm just saying, on the off chance that he does, we need one of these boys to step up quick and ASAP. Because Derek Anderson, he may not have been great, but he definitely was serviceable. So these boys need to get serviceable really quick. And finally, one of the main questions I have, man, and this is an important one. Now, mind you, you could say the right tackle, Darrell Williams, is pretty important. I think that if I had a rating, I would do Darrell Williams number 1, this one number 2, and the Garrett Gilbert one number 3. But the other question mark I have is who's going to break out and be the number 1 receiver, man. Because I'm going to be honest with you, man. All the great players tend to have a number 1 receiver. Great quarterbacks in that way. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers had Jordy Nelson, even though he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Matt Ryan has Julio Jones. Drew Brees have Michael Thomas. They always, number 1 receiver always emerges and helps their quarterback out, man. And for us, we don't have one. Torrey Smith is a one-trick pony, really. His thing is like his vertical speed. I don't really see him being a number 1 receiver at all. Devin Funchess, I thought he could be that. I thought when Kelvin Benjamin get traded, he's going to be a number 1 receiver. I think he'll be a good number 2. I think he'll be a good number 2 receiver because, one of the things that proves to me that you're a number 1 receiver is when you're injured or when you're not feeling great, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? And that crucial touchdown that he dropped in the end zone against the Saints last year in the playoffs, that kind of showed me that he's not the number 1 receiver. Because, I mean, look, I know T.O. is a hard bar to set, but T.O., broke his leg, came back in the Super Bowl and played great. You know what I'm saying? So, I know T.O. is a hard bar to set, but as a number 1 receiver, man, you got to make it shake. And at that time, he didn't. So, for me, we definitely need a number 1 receiver. DJ Moore, can he be that? You know what I'm saying? We have high hopes for him. We think he's going to be great. But you don't know until he gets on the field, man. So, I don't think Curtis Samuel could be one. I don't think Demir Bird could be one. So, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they prove me wrong. I'm thinking DJ Moore is number 1, you know what I'm saying, as far as taking over that role. And Devin Funchess is number 2, man. But, you know what I'm saying, I know some people are like, oh, Greg Olsen is going to be our number 1 receiver. Well, Greg Olsen is a tight end, so sometimes you're going to have to stay in and block. And I'd rather have a number 1 receiver as an actual receiver instead of a tight end because the tight end is kind of like the icing on the cake. Greg Olsen, if we had number 1 receiver and Greg Olsen, our offense would be very hard to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a receiver that stays getting open, stay catching all the balls, and we had a tight end that's dominant, can block well, and all that stuff. So, I don't want to be in a situation where if Greg Olsen has to stay in a block one play, we can't get no yardage. So, we really need a number 1 receiver. I think DJ Moore, like I said, is the number 1 person to take over that role. But we'll see, man. Hopefully he doesn't flame out. And that's a possibility because, like I said, he's done nothing so far. All he's done was play good in OTAs with no pads. So when training camp comes, he'll put the pads on. We'll see what the situation is. And also when he actually playing against, real competition, man. See how it goes, man, because being a number 1 receiver is not easy. You know what I'm saying? You get the best corners going against you. And let's be honest, our corner game situation is not that great either. So he might be balling on James Bradbury. But is James Bradbury a shutdown corner? No way. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going against Marcus Peters, if you're going against Patrick Peterson, you're going against all these ballers, man, like, I don't know, man. It might be tough sledding, man. So I can't wait till see them get on the field and you know what I'm saying, discern who actually is the number 1 receiver. Who's going to be the guy for Cam Newton to trust and go to on a consistent basis that's going to come up with the contested catches and make the crucial plays to, win games, man. So I can't wait to see that. Like I said, I think DJ Moore is going to be the, you know what I'm saying, is the number 1 person to take over that role. But we'll see what happens, man. Maybe Devin Funchess is like, hey, man, this is my team. I'm going to take this over. We'll see what happens. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share all cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, get in the comment section. Let me know what other question marks you have, man, as far as our offense goes. Defense, I'm going to get to that. We're going to do a video about that. But let me know what question marks you have about the offense still. You know what I'm saying? Get in the comment section. I'll answer back, tell you how I feel about them, you know what I'm saying? Interact. I like talking to you guys. You guys are dope. Check, you know what I'm saying? Get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel. Link to the merchandise, LCameraTV shirts, hats, book bags, mugs, all types of stuff. That's in the description below. Check that out. The link to the Patreon page, that's also in the link below. No, description below. The link is in the description below. Sorry about that. But check that out, whatever. Check out my dog Renan Steen's video. It's going to be in the end screen. Dope dude, funny, creative, all types of stuff. Cool dude. I really think you guys like his videos. That'll be in the end screen. And share to your Panther family, friends. Anybody Panther related, anybody NFL related, let them know Panther Nation out here. You know what I'm saying? We deep. You know what I'm saying? We deep out here, Panther Nation all day. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep pounding like we always do. You feel me? Sam Mills, all that. You feel me? So let them know Panther Nation out here. You feel me? Share the video, whatever. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.